Hello, hello, and welcome back for what is almost guaranteed to be a piteous failure in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM The Long War. Yeah, I'm afraid the aliens have us in a pretty awkward position. More awkward, actually, than when the New England Patriots vowed to stand behind Aaron Hernandez's innocence. And let's face it, that was pretty damn awkward. But the aliens have launched a huge rush of missions in the last 2 weeks, and as you can see here, when it comes to our soldier selection, well, we've not only reached the bottom of the barrel, we've gone ahead and kept on digging a little bit, and we're really pretty much at the end of our rope. If the aliens launch a mission in the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to be forced to conscript the cast of Dog with a Blog from the Disney Channel and send them out to fight. Now, last time I checked, the UN still frowned on handing assault rifles to kids and throwing them out of a plane over an active war zone, but, well, we may be forced to do it, so... Of course, now if Disney himself were still alive, we might actually be able to get away with that because, well, back when the Mouseketeers were still a thing, Disney actually had them legally classified as livestock in order to avoid certain legal and human rights violations while filming the show. And that was just standard practice for all Disney employees. It was kind of boilerplate, it just came in their contract. If you were in a Disney film, you were legally livestock owned by the Disney Corporation. Unfortunately for us, that's really not the way they operate anymore because the only part of Walt that's still alive is his brain, and Disney scientists have yet to figure out a way for that to survive outside its jar for more than a minute at a time. So thanks to the failing of Disney brand scientists, if the aliens come calling in the next couple days, we're going to be pretty much helpless to stop them. We do have a council report coming up in 3 days, and I am saving our current cash reserves. We do have Gauss weapons arriving in 6 days. With any luck, we will have enough cash piled up between the council report and what we've got sort of set aside to immediately begin developing our Gauss weapons. So let's start scanning and see if we can maybe get around this kind of tight spot we're in. Well, that's a ham sandwich, all right. And at 18 weapon fragments, I'm comfortable with that trade. I mean, they could throw in a slice of Swiss cheese if they wanted to sort of sweeten the deal a little bit, but, I mean, really, I haven't said no to them yet. I guess there's no reason to start now. Back to scanning then. Fresh, delicious sandwiches available now in the foundry.
Prepped and standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
And there's our backup satellite back up online, which is good because I'm certain it's only a matter of time until another one of our satellites gets shot down and needs to be replaced. And here's our council report, and my guess is this is not going to be good because I'm pretty sure Brazil's going to withdraw, so...
Commander,
yeah, there we go.
Unfortunately, one of our members has chosen to discontinue.
You don't say.
In the XCOM
Maybe it's because we've been letting the aliens just run rampant over their territory, bombing them at will, abducting their citizens, probing like nobody's business. It's pretty unsurprising there, Optimus. I mean, really.
You've done an admirable job in combating the alien threat over the course of this.
Well, wait a minute. You can't upbraid me and then tell me I've done an admirable job. It's either one or the other. You either get to tell me I'm doing a shitty job and letting councils or letting people withdraw from the council, or I'm doing an admirable job and holding my own. I mean, fuck, make up your mind, Optimus. What the hell? Also, you gave me a C, which is a little disappointing. I feel a little bit like Ratchet. I mean, I'm only assuming that Ratchet got pretty much D's and C's on all of his performance evaluations because, let's face it, he was no Bumblebee. So 4 UFOs escaped. The satellite going down really actually kind of hurt us pretty badly, but there was sort of nothing we could do about it. We did pick up 3 scientists and 4 engineers, which I believe would be enough to allow us to build a new laboratory, so we may want to go take a look at that.
The new engineers arrived this morning,
Yes,
Commander.
new engineers, Dr. Shan.
always
I'm
glad
glad
to
that
have
you're
more
enjoying their
help down
company, and probably one of them at least brought a delicious sandwich for you. Speaking of which, you gotta quit bogarting the sandwiches, man. You gotta make sure and leave a plate of those in my office. Anyway, we are gonna do our laboratory block over in this area, and if we can build a laboratory, which we can, we're gonna go ahead and just immediately begin that. That is going to eat up a big chunk of our cash reserve, basically everything we got for our council mission, rather. But we should still have enough available cash and corpses that we can sell off as we need to build any kind of Gauss weaponry we might want. And scientist, really one of the most important things you can have, so we're going to go ahead and start that construction. And I would like to build a satellite nexus in the very near future as well, but it's a little more expensive. We're going to hold off on that until our Gauss weapons are complete. So back to scanning then. We may have a mech trooper for this available mission if the aliens sort of keep taking their time. 8 Illyrium for 100... Yeah, actually, you know what, China? That's actually a pretty good deal. It's only 120 credits, which isn't a ton, but it's only 8 Illyrium, and I actually feel I can afford to spare 8, so... You came in with the valuable resource and the proper quantity at just the right time when we're sort of strapped for cash, so wise planning, China. Makes me wonder what you're up to. What are you going to use that Illyrium for? Alright, so we've got a small UFO low over the US. We're absolutely going to scramble interceptors because we can take this down for certain. We have an abundance of available aircraft, and why do we have only 2 laser cannon equipped fighters? Very interesting. So let's send Heater up on balanced. Normally I tend to go with aggressive, but I'm going to go on balanced here because even if Heater takes damage, he's not going to be out of commission for more than 7 days because I could just move that laser cannon. So let's see how he does here. Not great.
Contact lost.
Well done, Heater. Well done.
Contact
You got one
detected.
fucking hit. One goddamn hit. What are you, the Chicago Cubs? You got one whole game and got one fucking hit? Ah, you piece of shit. That means we're going to have to send Londart up, also unbalanced, and Londart may actually have to burn a tracker to down this thing. I would prefer to not do that because those take Illyrium.
Bangs out.
And they're also not inexpensive.
Closing on target.
Alright, so Londart not screwing around. Absolutely obliterating the alien craft with only a pair of shots and not even leaving any survivors because that's just the way Londart rolls. Londart also took no damage while doing that, so kudos. Well piloted, sir. And there are our Gauss weapons, so let's assign some new research then. So we've got a Gauss rifle, auto rifle, the grenade launcher, that's a big one. Gauss carbine, which I'm very interested in building one of. Sentry gun, Phoenix coil gun, which it's not so great. Stutter gun, auto pistol, machine gun, those are all pistols. Rail pistol, that's interesting. And so there's our Gauss rifle, rail pistols, blah blah. Gauss machine gun, very interested in that. Gauss auto pistol, stutter gun, Phoenix coil gun, sentry gun. Interesting. Grenade launcher is, of course, a mech item. So is that the heavy weapon then? Because that's a saw. No, that's a saw. Alright. Interesting. So we need to take a look at our projects here and figure out what we want to do next. We, advanced Gauss weapons is actually pretty... You know what? Yeah. We're just going to go ahead and do that. We've got the alloys, we've got the weapon fragments, we have the Illyrium, and I really, really want alloy cannons, so... Advanced body armor also very tempting, actually. Only 7 days. You know what? I'd rather actually have the weapons than the armor. We'll probably do weapons than armor. So let's go ahead and get those started.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new
You
recruits to
also
work in the
certainly
lab.
appreciate my discretion in the fact that I haven't totally outed you for the whole alien snuff porn thing you've got working here. I know where my bread's buttered, Dr. Valen. I know how to keep a secret. I'm a man of discretion. Anyway, we're going to head on down to engineering because it's definitely time to start building some of these Gauss weapons. Gauss machine gun. Alright, we definitely want one. Whoa, these are ridiculously expensive. We absolutely want one of those, though. Don't know what we're going to do without the Shanae Jenkins Memorial Gatling laser, of course. It'll be a sad day when we have to kiss that goodbye. But sometimes sacrifices must be made. I definitely want a Gauss carbine as well. and that will be strictly for Rocketeers and Engineers to increase their mobility, assuming I can find it. I'm certain that it's on the list. It said it was done. Gauss carbine, there we go. We are going to manufacture one of those as well. And then I would like probably a couple Gauss rifles, assuming we can afford them, which may not be able to, but let's take a look here. Not interested in an arc rifle or any of the pistols because I rarely use pistols. And I've got a Lexia apparently because I can't read. Where the hell is the Gauss rifle? There's this. Finally, the Gauss rifle. Gauss auto rifle. Oh, that's the soft. Yeah, we don't want one of those. Alright, so we would need... We have not enough money, but only just under. So let's head to the gray market then. Gonna have to go do a little peddling here. And visit the boys down at the gold pawn shop. Old Chumley's gonna pay him a visit here and see what he's willing to make a trade for us. Seeker Rex, we have more than enough of those. I'm willing to part with 27. And that get us to our goal? It does not, actually. We're still a little short. Alright, so back to the gray market then. What else do we have by way of corpses that I can get rid of? You know what? We probably don't need 46 thin men corpses. We'll get rid of 6 of those, and that'll get us all the way home. And by all the way home, of course, I mean back down to visit Dr. Shen, who we would like to bury in the backyard after slitting his throat. I mean, shallow grave is pretty much in your future, Dr. Shen. You might as well just face up to it. So, Gauss rifles, gonna build 2 of those. Go ahead and get started. So 8 days for a Gauss carbine, 10 days for a Gauss rifle, and 10 days for a Gauss machine gun. So this new fantastically advanced Gauss weaponry that you have, Dr. Shen, and building all of that shit faster than you could build an arc thrower. So rail guns effectively easier to build than a taser. I hate you so much, Dr. Shen. It boils up. I mean, seriously, I can feel the bile just rising in my throat right now. Ugh. Let's go scan, and before I wind up taking Dr. Shen out back and burying him in a shallow grave.
Contact detected.
Alright, so we have a small UFO low over India. We have precisely 1 guy for the job. Well, Nanook, we're going to send you up on balanced because you've got to get it done. And we will burn a tracking booster likely in this encounter, assuming that Nanook just doesn't immediately take crippling damage, because honestly that's the most likely scenario.
Engaging bogey.
Alright, let's see what you got, Nanook. Oh, you're starting off strong. Actually, that was surprisingly okay. You did get hit every single opportunity, but you also connected with all of your shots, so... you know what? I'm uncertain how to feel about that. But let's go ahead and load up a Sky Ranger, get it on out to the crash site. Now, this is a small UFO, and it is also a crashed UFO, so we can afford to, well, let's say, take some of our less capable men and, or ladies and gentlemen here on the mission. We do still want to try and keep fatigue time low, so I think we are going. What's our area of operations look like here? A settlement. All right. So we can get away with a sniper, and I think for this one it's probably going to be Amanda Bynes. Let's make items available. Once again, Uncle Mel Gibson not going to be happy that Amanda Bynes is touching his sniper rifle. He hates it when people touch his stuff. Scope and a laser sight for Amanda Bynes. Amanda's new treatment regime working pretty good. She hasn't held any conversations with any inanimate objects or invisible people lately, and she's been scrawling on the walls in her own feces a lot less, so that's a positive thing as well. We're all really pulling for her. Hope she takes a full recovery. Everything turns out well, and I would like at least one quality infantry guy. This might be a Wesley Snipes mission. You know what? Let's get the crew of 2 Wong Fu together. So let's get the band back together. Arguably, we can't really get the full band back together because Patrick Swayze was 1/3 of that band, and well, unless they got some smelling salts and a heater, we ain't gonna get Patrick back in the swing of things. So it's unfortunate. Phalanx armor, heavy laser rifle, and a scope. And Wesley's aim has finally progressed to the point where I'm comfortable giving him the heavy laser rifle, the scope, and the laser sight. So you have finally graduated to full infantryman. Congratulations, Wesley. Wesley, quick to remind us, of course, that taxes still suck, and we all readily agree with that. I don't want to send either of our 2 bus gunners, so no Joss Whedon, no Paris Hilton, but we will roll out Megan Fox. Megan Fox, of course, will be toting the Shanae Jenkins Memorial Gatling Laser on what may prove to be one of its final missions, but not as of yet, so. Alloy bipod, of course, a scope for Megan Fox, and I know she will be weepy and filled with tears when we finally are forced to retire the Shanae Jenkins Memorial Gatling Laser. She'll probably stow it under her bunk and tie pink bows on it and make little candles and whatnot, build a little shrine. It'll be quite sweet and endearing. And then she'll set the barracks on fire and probably burn Kesha in her sleep. And speaking of Kesha, I'm actually thinking about taking Kesha. Nah, you know what? We can probably get away with an engineer. Let's grab old Drifts-a-Lot. Gonna adjust Kang's loadout. Of course, he's just gonna get a laser rifle, mad cadre of grenades, so he's in fine shape there. Could use a medic, and I think since we are going 2 Wong Fu style at this mission, it's gonna be John Leguizamo, of course. We're going to give him tack armor, laser rifle, and of course he'll be toting a battle scanner since he is one of our medics. And in his other slot, of course, we'll be concerned with the med kit. That's got Leguizamo sorted. Don't have an assault trooper or a scout, both of which we're going to want. Fuck you forever, Tara. And you know what? I'm going to take Tara Reid just in the hope that I can get her killed, actually. Just that maybe it's time for Tara to finally earn her red badge of courage. Because honestly, I think Tara Reid is our 1 scout that hasn't been shot yet, and to be truthful, I'm more than a little disappointed about that fact. So, phalanx armor, a scatter laser, a flashbang, and an arc thrower then are going to complete Tara Reid's loadout. Not that she would know what to do with any of those items if you actually presented them to her in real life. She would probably swallow the grenade, put the gun in her mouth, and then taser herself in the side of the head, because it's just how Tara Reid rolls. Actually, she would probably tase herself in the side of the head, thinking it would be a cool high or something, so. Always in pursuit of the ever-elusive altered consciousness is Tara Reid. I think this is a good job for Jonathan Slick Shoes Ki Kwan. Of course, none of our troopers are ever pleased about being forced to keep company with Tara Reid, but sometimes you just gotta buck up and take it, Johnny. Sorry. If she gets too uppity, you can always slap her down with your pinches of power. Once again, they could save you, only this time save you from a dull conversation. And then for our final slot, since this is a light UFO, I think rather than a Shiv or any kind of heavy weaponry, we are going to roll out a rookie. So let's see who's got some promise. Down at the very, very bottom of the barrel, or in the hole under the barrel, rather. Actually, Yuri Vinogradov looks reasonably decent. 4 health, 12 move, which is okay. 35 will, which is not shameful, at least. Hassan Farouk actually doesn't look too bad either, other than the fact that he's a little slow. You know what? Let's take Vinogradov. Actually, he's got a little higher aim. Dubois actually doesn't too bad either. Might take Dubois. Let's reevaluate. Dubois actually is really, really fast. She has a terrible will, though, and her defense is not so good. There's a much better will for Vinogradov. You know what? Let's take Vino. Let's take Yuri. So, loadout for Yuri, of course, going to be a laser rifle. He's going to get a scope and a laser sight. Actually, no, we may keep him with the alien grenade. In fact, we are going to keep him with an alien grenade. The rookies may have difficult time hitting stuff, and the extra bonus from this laser sight probably won't be enough, but a grenade will be almost a guaranteed kill, assuming you could hit something with it. So let's roll with the grenade, and let's get started. Tara Reid probably, of course, smuggled a container of moose juice along on the ride. It's going to show up for the fight completely fucking shit-faced. None of the other troopers are going to say anything, though, because Tara Reid actually fights better drunk. She's a lot like Jackie Chan in A Drunken Master. I mean, they threw an axe gang at her one time, Tara Reid, when she was really, really wasted. She beat them down. It was just, I mean, it was shameful for the axe gang. They got beat up by Tara Reid. Now, granted, she did take a hatchet in the face, but was so liquored up, she actually was unaware. And on the plus side, if you've seen Tara Reid lately, you really can't even tell. I mean, hatchet wound to the face, and it was barely noticeable. It looks like we're going to be raiding a farmhouse, which, whatever. Doesn't seem like there'd be a lot of big red barns in India. I mean, that seems like a sort of very American kind of thing. I don't know, perhaps the Amish movement has finally traveled across the pond and made it to India.
Clear, Big Sky. We'll monitor those readings from here. Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien craft.
Oh, well, thank God we're authorized, because, shit, I was about to leave. Alright, so let's take our first move, then, with Leguizamo. Where you at, Johnny? Alright, why don't you move up to this full cover and chuck a scanner. Alright, so we immediately have activity. And fortunately, John Leguizamo is going to be in a good position to decloak those guys with this battle scanner. So let's go ahead and throw that out. Take a nice look at this sweet international harvester they got rolling there. That's some nice looking machinery. Alright, so Johnny has revealed the Seekers, much like he revealed the fact that he was in fact a man in Tu Wong Fu, much to no one's surprise. Jonathan Keyquan, we may have you run and gun, buddy. Yeah, you are going to run and gun. It's going to be a run and gun for Jonathan Keyquan. Just trying to figure out precisely where the best position for him would be. I don't want to go and look in that barn just in the event that there's anything there. Seems unnecessarily risky. So we're going to have Jonathan Keyquan dash to there. Take some of this half cover, and this should be, yeah, it's a guaranteed hit. And breaching rounds for Keyquan, so nice damage output. Amanda the Man binds. May revisit her in a moment. Let's see what Wesley Snipes can do from here. Surprisingly little, actually. Alright, we may revisit Snipes in a moment as well. What about Megan Fox? What can she do? Most certainly wreck some shop. Alright. Start wrecking house, Megan. And there's one down. Megan Fox, of course, has double tap. She's going to take advantage. And second shot, not quite as good of a chance to hit. A little bit of a whiff.
Oh, damn it. Moving.
Hey, Tara Reid, why don't you go shove your face in danger? I mean...
He's down.
Ah, fuck. Every time I try to do something risky with Tara Reid and have it, like, turn out badly, she always manages to succeed despite my desire for her to fail. Really, she thwarts me at basically every fucking opportunity. It's as if she exists to spite me. Which, maybe she exists to spite me. I mean, that's a possibility I should really consider. We're going to dash with Amanda Bynes, actually, just in an effort to get this meld canister. We can recover some meld. That would give us additional opportunities for the hacking of arms and legs, which we are quite interested in. Do not want to stand in that position in case there's anybody inside that barn.
Copy that.
So, Yuri Vinogradov going to advance, just go on Overwatch. And Sun Kang's going to come grab a piece of straw to chaw on out of this bale of hay. He's trying to fit in with his companions, make him feel, you know, like he's just part of the team, just one of the fellas. And could we perhaps... Alright, so Amanda Bynes should be able to grab this meld done. Alright, so meld collected. Well done, Amanda. And with that then, why don't you just secure a sniping position behind this tractor. This sweet, sweet international harvester tractor.
Visual on the good. Contact.
Alright, so we've got the outsider spawned. And actually, Megan, she's now in a terrible, terrible position. So, Sun Kang, who has a smoke grenade? Do we have anyone with a smoke grenade? Leguizamo, you did not bring a smoke grenade, you brought a battle scan. Alright. Do we have... no one has a smoke grenade. Well, that's an unfortunate bag of salt. So who is going to get up there and try and save her life? Effectively, no one. In fact, I think Jonathan Key-Kwan is the only person who can even come close.
On the move.
So we will advance with Key-Kwan and put him on Overwatch just as... I mean, this is really our only deterrent to prevent...
On my way.
Tara Reid from just being flanked and killed. Sun Kang's going to advance to this 50-gallon strum. Reminisce about the time he was completely immolated while doused in gasoline inside of a burning car in the credits of a film, which shall remain nameless because it was... well, to say not good would actually be a bit of an understatement. Tara Reid, why don't you advance to there? Also go on Overwatch. And Tara Reid actually has a flank shot? Seriously? You know what, Tara Reid? You're gonna mine fray. So hopefully with the reduced mobility and aim, while we don't have a smoke grenade, we should have enough to help maybe, just maybe, keep Amanda Bynes out of trouble. And Wesley Snipes gonna go take a peek in the barn. Looks clear, Snipes gonna overwatch. Never know what's lurking in the hayloft of a barn. Could be a black snake, could be a muton. I mean, gotta be careful. Alright, so just Overwatch then. That's, actually turned out pretty well. So, Amanda the Man Bynes with a 71% chance to hit the Overwatching Outsider. We're gonna go ahead and take that. And Bynes delivers. And Amanda Bynes is, on point. Rarely fails us. So we're going to have Tara Reid go ahead and do her job. Here comes some Overwatch. Lightning reflexes. Please hit her. God damn it, Tara Reid.
That all you got?
And when Tara Reid said, that all you got, she wasn't actually, like, talking about that offensively or anything. She wasn't trying to taunt the alien. She literally meant, is that all you alcohol that you have? She was hoping that the alien had, like, a store of some kind of malt liquor at least on board. Maybe a wine cooler, you know, just something. The DTs are starting to kick in and she's really got the shakes. She really just needs some alcohol in her bloodstream.
No rounds.
So I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I know the alien is out in the open, but I don't know what that little weird animation thing was. That was... not certain what that was.
On my way.
Let's see if Jonathan Key-Kwan can get a shot. It's going to be a bad shot. He's got a shotgun. He's at very long range. Yeah, it's not good. I don't think we're going to have anybody who can do any better. Possibly Vinogradov with like a long-range shot. Nope, he doesn't have the angle. So it's going to be Overwatch for Vinogradov.
Roger that.
Old drifts a lot. Going to grab him another hay straw. Get to chawing. And Leguizamo's going to step in, take cover behind this hay bale. He's going to Overwatch.
Covering now.
And we're going to move Megan Fox at a dash. And let's see if maybe Wesley Snipes... I don't think he's going to be able to get a shot, actually. We're just going to move Wesley Snipes into full cover and get him prepared to fire next turn.
That's what we're looking for.
And that leaves Jonathan Key-Kwan. Honestly, I think he's probably best served just Overwatching. So here we go. A couple mutons. Three mutons, so more than a couple, actually.
Incoming over here.
Alright, so a shot at our scout, who was in full cover. Alright, so Team Muton over here looking very ripe for a little grenade action. Where is Sir Drifts-a-Lot? And Sir Drifts-a-Lot looks ready to deliver that grenade action. We're going to have old Drifty roll up to this corner. He's going to get out a patented alien grenade, which we actually stole from this muton, and huck it away. Throw it like you threw away your career, Jonathan. Or Sun Kang. Sorry, I don't know why I was confusing with Jonathan Key-Kwan. Like a little profiling, I guess. So Jonathan Key-Kwan panicking at the... a surprising panic, actually. And Tara Reid is out of ammo. Oh, that's delightful, Tara Reid. Well done. So, does Megan Fox have a shot at anything? She does not. That's not good at all. So Jonathan Key Kwan then is going to have to run and gun. Actually, it's fairly dangerous with that floater. Their position of full cover. Yeah, actually, he should be able to secure full cover. Alright, so he's going to run and gun for Jonathan Key Kwan. And none of these aliens are on Overwatch any longer. So Key Kwan should be able to finish off... actually, it's not a great... Let's hope that doesn't miss. Alright, so Jonathan Key Kwan earning a promotion with that shot, and honestly, that promotion, well deserved. We're going to go ahead and take the 100% can't miss guaranteed kill from Amanda Bynes, because she is a ruthless and brutal murderer. And we're going to then be forced to reposition with Megan Fox, so that hopefully she can contribute something next turn. Just going to hunker down. Now, Tara Reid is out of ammo, and in a somewhat less than desirable position. He does have a flashbang, however, which has some interesting opportunities. Let's see what Wesley Snipes can do. The first shot for Snipes, that's a hit and a kill. Second shot for Snipes, not so good. We may actually consider having Wesley suppressed then. John Leguizamo not bringing a lot to the table. And seriously, Vinogradov, you still don't have a shot, buddy? You got to get some action. I mean, alright, so why don't you advance to this full cover and just take a shot at whatever you can shoot at. Firing your weapon will get you some experience. And hitting an alien with that weapon is even better, son. Well done. So John Leguizamo is actually going to dash just in corner cover on two sides, and Tara Reid is going to fall back and reload.
Locked and loaded.
And Wesley Snipes then with his second shot is going to go ahead and suppress. Just to keep that Muton thinking about what he's up to. Alright, so he's actually, the Muton going to move and draw a shot, which is not unreasonable. Very low % hit chance. He should still have the penalty, however. Alright, so he is repositioned and he's going to take a shot. Suppressing Jonathan Key Kwan. That's actually not really too terribly problematic. And the floater takes a shot at our rookie. Sung Kang, of course, having flashbacks to the closing credits of Fast and Furious, and it's just haunting him. Seriously, he's got him all torn up inside. I'm curious if we're going to have line of sight on that floater from there, and I think the answer is probably no. We're going to risk it anyway. Oh shit! I forgot that Jonathan Key Kwan was suppressed. One day I'm gonna realize that I should never move an assault trooper first. They should always be the last thing I move, because the only thing I ever do is charge them into Overwatch to get them killed. And Jonathan Key Kwan now in a bit of sticky wicket. 86%. Well, it's your only target, Megan Fox, so you might as well take
it. Nice.
I don't know if it was that nice. I mean, let's not oversell. And there's a meld canister over here, so Tara Reid gonna take advantage of her scoutiness to go ahead and get over there. And Amanda Bynes is gonna look down at a shot here. 71%, that's good enough, we'll take it. And a miss.
That's it, not good.
Yeah, you're right, that is not good. So Wesley Snipes actually in a bit of a bad position ammo-wise. Alright, so let's see if we can get... Oh, damn it, Sung Kang.
Let's run.
And I don't think Wesley Snipes... Wesley Snipes does have lock and load, but he cannot suppress? Why can he not suppress? Because he can't see anything. Alright then. So well, it's going to be Overwatch for Snipes, Overwatch for a rookie, Overwatch for Leguizamo, and this should force the Muton to move. Alright, Muton's headed for the barn. Muton heads for the barn, goes on Overwatch, that's fine. We can't actually draw that out. Tara Reid's going to grab some meld then. And she is going to... Oh, she can't get to a good position. Would like her to draw that Overwatch, but also be... in at least a somewhat reasonable position afterwards. And we can't really move anyone else until that Overwatch is drawn. Of course, we do have an alternative plan, and that Sun Kang could just go and blow up that barn. I don't know if that's going to draw Overwatch or not. I don't think it will.
Confirmed.
Okay. A bit of a risk there, but it paid off. And we're going to have Jonathan... I keep calling him Jonathan Kwan, seriously. I'm totally... Just because two guys are Asian doesn't mean they're the same guy. That's not cool, man. That's not cool at all. Alright, so Sun Kang gonna whip out an alien grenade and return that to the Muton from whence it came, as well as destroying that Muton's cover, which honestly is the more important thing. And that should give John... You know what? Let's see if our rookie can... Let's see if our rookie can contribute here. He's still on Overwatch, huh? Alright, well, with the alien still on Overwatch, it's going to be up to Tara Reid then to draw it out. Now, this will leave Tara Reid flanked at the end of her move, but we're not overly concerned about that. Jonathan Kwan at the minimum. And once again, Tara Reid bucking the odds. God damn it. Please get shot in the face, Tara Reid. Come on. Take one for the team, man. It's best for everyone, really, if you're dead. So our rookie gonna do a little bit of a bold move and stand out in the open just in the hopes of getting his first kill. Looks like he's getting a little aggressive. He's gung-ho, this rookie. Oh, and it pays off for him.
Everything by the numbers.
So, gung-ho rookie with the mission-ending kill. Fantastically done. Operation Burning Heart, a complete success. No one injured. Even Tara Reid, who, I mean, honestly, we did our level best to get her injured and just couldn't get it finished. 8 aliens killed, no operatives lost, no wounds for anyone. So it's back to base with a successful mission under our belt. And got a nice long flight over the bulk of the world. It seems like coming from India, it probably would have been a little quicker to go the other way, fellas. I mean, the jet stream goes the other way. Should have gone. I don't know, I'm no pilot.
Our
What do
soldiers
I know?
returned home safely, and they recovered a significant amount of the meld substance for our research.
They sure did.
Excellent work.
Yeah, the only thing Dr. Valen is really upset about is that we didn't bring back any live aliens for her particular brand of research. And you couldn't see it there, but I'm definitely making air quotes. I'm sure you probably heard them. 2 promotions, one for Jonathan Slick Shoes Kwan, which is fantastic because he's going to grab Close Encounters, which is a phenomenal ability. So Close Encounters for Data. And we've got Yuri Vinogradov, who has an opportunity to be one of 2 things I absolutely don't fucking want him to be. Actually, you know, a gunner wouldn't be terrible. I'm debating whether I want to make him a gunner or re-roll him. We definitely don't want him to be a Rocketeer, and that's one advantage of re-rolling him, is because one thing he can't be when we re-roll him is a Rocketeer. Gunner is tempting, however, because his base aim is actually not fantastic, but it's not shitty either. You do need an assault trooper. My fear is that he's going to wind up like a sniper or a scout. And his speed is not great. You know what? We're actually going to reroll him strictly because his defense and will are not so great. And if he's going to be a gunner, he needs to have a good solid base defense and a reasonable will. Gunners get multiple shots, and getting panicked by intimidating mutons is really irritating when it costs them a second shot. So we're going to re-roll him. Be something good, Yuri. Not an engineer, please. Okay, infantry. That's totally acceptable. We always can use more infantry troopers, and he has a pretty reasonable stat base for infantry, actually. So, well done, Yuri Vinogradov. Welcome to the project. And we've got some assorted corpses, and of course, as is my custom, I am going to sell these damaged UFO chunks, lest I forget to do so. And honestly, at this point, we really could use the money. So, it's to the gray market. Hi-ho, hi-ho. To the gray market we go, to sell some crap that we don't need. Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho. Alright, so 45 extra credits for the project, and we will likely use those to build some more guns, most likely a grenade launcher for our mech once we get it upgraded. And I am going to start conserving our meld to upgrade our mech suit to the next level. That's going to be one of our priorities as soon as that becomes available. I also just want to swing down to the foundry very quickly. So the only thing we're short there is 360 credits. Ammo conservation is very, very important thing to research. It's ridiculously expensive, however. We have the corpses, we have the alloys, we have the weapon fragments for sure. I mean, I've got a whole plate full of ham sandwiches that proves that. Very interesting. Okay, we're going to keep that in mind. There's no other foundry projects we want. And that one's a little out of our budget at the moment. So with that bit of insight added, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really means a lot. And if you'd like more daily XCOM, consider subscribing as well. We'll see you again soon.